So, today we are not actually going to teach you math. Nope, we're going to dive into how to explain it. Or really, how to explain just about anything. And our guide for this, it's a masterclass in clarity, all from a classroom in Lagos, Nigeria. Let's break down the art of the perfect explanation. You've been there, right? Sitting in a class, staring at a book, and just feeling completely and utterly lost. You know the topic is probably important, but for some reason, your brain just refuses to connect the dots. It's this universal feeling of frustration, especially with subjects that seem super abstract, like a lot of math. But what if the problem isn't you? What if it's not even how complex the topic is? What if the real key, the thing that unlocks everything, is simply the way it's explained? That's the big idea we're digging into today. The incredible power of a truly great explanation. Now, our source for this is, honestly, it's fascinating. It's a teacher's guide from a classroom in Lagos, Nigeria. It was designed to teach a kind of tricky math concept called modular arithmetic. But when you look closer, you realize, whoa, this isn't just a lesson plan. It's a blueprint for how to make anyone understand anything. This right here, this is the guiding philosophy. It's not about the teacher proving how smart they are. It's all about empathy. It's about assuming your audience knows nothing at all about the topic and then carefully, patiently building a bridge for them to get to understanding. One simple idea at a time. Okay, so how do they actually do that? Well, this lecture plan brilliantly breaks it all down using a really clear three-part strategy. And we're going to learn this method by using it on the very topic it was made for, modular arithmetic. And don't worry, I promise, it's way simpler than it sounds. All right, here they are, the three keys. First, you define the main concept with just absolute clarity, no jargon. Then, you make that abstract idea relatable to your audience's real, everyday life. And finally, you prove its value. You show them why it's even worth knowing by using it to solve a practical problem. Let's see how it works. So step 1, define with clarity. Instead of some dense academic definition that makes your eyes glaze over, we get this. Modular arithmetic is just a system where numbers wrap around. And the perfect analogy? A clock, right? Once you hit 12, you don't go to 13 o'clock. You wrap right back around to 1. Simple, clear, and you get it instantly. Next up, make it relatable. Now this part is so smart. The lesson doesn't just use random examples. It grounds the idea in the students' actual world, talking about things they see every day in Nigeria. Their phone numbers, their bank account digits, even the SSID numbers for Wi-Fi. This connects a totally abstract concept directly to their own lives. And finally, step 3. This brilliant little problem shows exactly why this math matters. If you need to figure out what day of the week it will be in 10 days, sure, you could count on your fingers, or you could use modular arithmetic. It's a simple, elegant tool that solves a real problem you might actually have. And that's the key. The explanation has now shown the purpose of the knowledge. So we've got our 3 keys: clarity, relatability, and value. What's so cool is that the source material shows this framework isn't just for a 40-minute lecture. It's the same lens you should be using when you choose your tools for learning, starting with one of the most basic, your textbook. Just look at how the source evaluates a textbook. It asks, is the language clear? Well, that's our first key. Define with clarity. Does it have worked examples and plenty of exercises? That's our third key. Prove its value by showing the theory in action. Does it match what you are supposed to be learning? That's just relatability at a curriculum level. You see how these 3 keys create a powerful system for judging any learning tool? And they don't just stop at the theory either. To make it super practical, the guide actually provides a list of specific recommended textbooks you can get in Nigeria that hit all these marks. It just goes to show these principles aren't just abstract ideas. They are real-world toolkits for learning effectively. So, let's pull all of this together. Why did we just walk through a Nigerian math lesson? Because the principles that work for teaching modular arithmetic are the exact same principles behind any great explanation, whether you're a teacher, a manager, a parent, or just trying to share a cool idea with a friend. And this is probably the most important takeaway of all. So often, people explain things in a really complicated way because they want to signal their own expertise. But that's not the goal. The goal is not to perform intelligence. It's about empowering your audience. A truly masterful explanation leaves the person listening feeling smarter, feeling more capable and more confident. It unlocks their potential to understand. And that is the entire art of it. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What's one complex thing in your life that you just wish was explained this well? Maybe it's quantum physics, maybe it's the stock market, or maybe it's just the rules to a new board game. Whatever it is, think about how you could apply these 3 keys. That's all for now.